Hi guys, I'm Andy, welcome back to Scottish Steam Productions, another video, and welcome back to Scottish Steam Sundays. Today is a good one. I've got a load of stuff lined up for you, so without further ado, let's get into it. So, first thing on the list, we all love double O gauge or O gauge, any scale of trains with steam and sound. Although the steam generators that we get, they're always some really crappy oil that don't make a lot of steam, or the steam doesn't puff to the sound of the chuff like the Dapol A4s did. No more. TRS Trains has come up with a solution and made this. It is a steam generator that you literally fill up with water. Just water, nothing else. And what's even better, on this particular model, he's done it so the water cap actually lifts off. Take a look. I am not going to lie, that is absolutely amazing. If I could get something like that done to one of my locos, I actually challenge him to do it to a Pekka or an Andrew Barclay. I challenge you to do that, mate. But that is amazing. Although I do imagine that the cost of it would be quite high with all the resources and the labour that it would take to get it to that point. But nevertheless, it is still amazing. And that's actually quite revolutionary in the modelling industry. So congrats and well done to that guy. Now, we all know I have a love for the W4 Pekka class because of Daphne. And in Train Simulator, the closest thing we have to a Pekka is, well, nothing, really. Until now. Someone is making a W4 Pekka in Train Sim. British Locomotive Studios on YouTube has done a little preview of it here. Take a look at this. This actually means I could probably get a Daphne in Train Sim.
At the moment. So if we return back to man gaps and then we'll end off our video. But yeah, so well done to Yaron of Wayside Works. He's done a fantastic job of this. Like, seriously, I'm really impressed. For a freeware model as well, it's just a great job. We've even got the sounds of the brake releasing. We've got the injectors going off, as you can hear there, by when it goes into release, which is great to see.
Now, I know what you're thinking, it's not the best, but it is still in early development. Me personally, I think it looks and sounds amazing. There's no cab interior at the moment, it's literally just the Fisher-Price toolbar you get at the bottom sometimes of the screen. But nevertheless, I am really, really looking forward to that. The model looks great, it sounds good so far. And just the fact that that's an extra loco that's freeware, yeah, it is probably going to have some bad points, but that's the point of freeware. But who cares? It's a brilliant, brilliant looking loco. Really props to the guy who made it, and I can't wait for all the other stuff he's bringing out. Now then, Hornby. They've been, over the last year or so, probably due to COVID, not everyone's favourite retailer, model supplier at the moment, but recently they have teased a picture of a loco that everyone has probably been waiting decades for a reboot. DJ Models said they were going to do this, but they failed, and that's probably what screwed them over big time financially, and that's why we're not going to get any more Andrew Barclays or any more DJ Models J94s, so thank you EFE Rail for bringing them back. But look at these. These are pictures that Hornby have given to us in regards to the new APT, and it just looks absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that. That is amazing. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Though I'm one of those who say it looks good, but you know, I need to see it right in front of me to believe it. That's why I'm very picky with my models, because with models some can be tender drive and you know it's not specified, and then when you get the model it's garbage because you thought it was local drive but they didn't specify. So that's why I need to see it and have a go with it myself to, you know, have my own good experience. But Hornby, you've outdone yourself there. Well done. Carrying on with the theme of models, KR Models have brought out their GT3 logo, and oh my days, it looks amazing. Only downside is the front bogie was backwards. So I don't know if that was just a mistake on the first batch where they were rushing to get them out, or the people who were making them just made a simple mistake themselves. But nevertheless, it's a small detail that can probably fix by yourself. Just simply turn the bogie back round, put it back on. Simple fix. I don't think it will affect the logo at all, though I've not had one for myself. I've not had that much of an in-depth look. But this guy on YouTube, I believe it's 1957T Australia, he's got a gorgeous looking layout and some gorgeous shots for this logo. Take a look at how good this thing looks. It's amazing. That GT3 could probably be my new favourite model if I end up getting one. I don't know if I will. I'll probably wait for the next batch to come out where all the little kinks and everything will be worked out. But I really cannot wait to get my hands on one of those, or even just see one at an exhibition, get a close-up look. I mean, I think someone's already done it with digital sound. I mean, that's amazing. Already digital sound fitted. How long has it been out? Like maybe a week, if that. And I believe they're doing the GT1 or the GT2, and I believe they're possibly going to be doing it in the BR livery as well that it carried. I'm really excited for this. Now, you all know of Normandy, my Dapple 00 gauge B4 class, absolutely fantastic logo. Well, they're bringing out in O gauge. Now, as you know, we have Krenstead Dock. Normandy was a Southampton Docks based loco, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if I get an O-gauge loco and I get Krenset Dock up and running at a good standard, you know, it'll fit right at home. Krenset Dock would be the place for Normandy to run back and forth and do some shunting. Or, you know, God forbid I get an O-gauge little loop. Perfect little shunter for tight radiuses. You know, Dapple are really pulling out the O-gauge stuff, and Helgen have just been flying things off the shelves as well. I think this is the year of O-gauge, seriously. Exhibition layouts get older and older, and sometimes they don't really stand the course of time. Although Museum of Transport, probably, in my opinion, my favourite exhibition layout ever, probably because I'm a preservation modeller, so's this. This apparently all started 30 years ago with some spare Dapple and Kitmaster kits that you had lying around, which started as museum. 30 years later, Museum of Transport. And hopefully this August, it's coming to Leyland, so I might get a few shots of Museum of Transport on this channel. You never know. But honestly, Museum of Transport, congratulations on 30 years of your absolutely fantastic exhibition layout. I cannot be happier for you. And in regards to Museum of Transport, they have a Facebook page. Go say congrats on 30 years of your layout, and here's the next 30. Go check out some of the photos and some of the events it's been to. It's been absolutely everywhere. It's a really cracking layout. I cannot recommend it anymore. Now, double O-gauge modelers like to make things as big and as absurd as possible to catch the public's eye. There has been the biggest layout in Britain, which is O-gauge, and holy hell, that's huge. There was the double O-gauge King's Cross, which went absolutely mental. There was Liverpool Lime Street. This guy has made a huge, huge diesel depot. I mean, just look at it. What the heck compelled you to make something like that? I don't know if this is based on a real depot anywhere, but I would love to have a little shunt around with that. I mean, if you look at the inside, it's got the details. I don't know if those wires are for maybe lights or if they power the track. But one thing I do want to know, if that clock actually works and stays to real time, all my days, layout of the year for me. Layout of the year. Well, I wouldn't say layout of the year, really. Kit bash of the year. Or scratch build of the year. That is incredible. Really, really good. I mean, how many engine sheds do you see that are that big and that detailed on the inside? That is just absolutely phenomenal. Now, as we know, East Midland Railways are moving on with their stock. They're getting more up-to-date things, and the fleet unfortunately have to part ways. And unfortunately, they had to say goodbye to one of their favourite locos. And this is how they did it. It's just beautiful. Is such a gorgeous, beautiful little video, and that was only a teaser. The full video is on their Facebook page. Go give it a watch, and it's just so beautiful. The little pattern, the loco, just shows that this isn't just a loco that hauled train. It was sort of like a friendship between driver and engine. You had that specific bond. You have that memories with it. It's taking you all over the country, and it's taking you there safely. And it's time for its turn to retire. And, you know, this specific one was the fastest HST in the country. So it's well deserving that it gets the retirement it deserves. And that livery is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, railways are trying to do absolutely everything they can to adhere to disabled people coming on the railway. Not many railways can do it. And North Yorkshire Moors have done something absolutely amazing, and I'm so impressed that they've done it, and I'm so glad that they've done it. This was one of their carriages probably a while ago. I'm not quite sure how long ago this photo was taken. And you've heard of glam ups with, say, you know, this was me back then, and then this is me now. That's a glam up. Say how you've grown, how you've adapted, how you've changed. This was the coach back then, and this is the coach now. That is a glam up. That looks absolutely insane. And you will notice is, you know, fresh out of the paint shop. And these doors aren't your normal TSO doors. That's because North Yorkshire Moors have done something fantastic. This is a disabled coach. Look at this. They've widened the entrance. God, I can't remember. They've widened the corridor. They've added specific seating for people with wheelchairs and disabilities who can't probably get down the aisles into the seats. That is very, very good thinking. And what a way to invest in your fleet to adapt to, you know, try and draw in more customers who might not be as able to get on your trains as others. So, you know, I would never have thought of that. I would have probably turned the guards area, you know, maybe decorate it, made it more spacious, luxurious, maybe added an extra window. I would have never thought of taking a full chunk of a carriage and converting it into a disabled area. Well done to North Yorkshire Moors. Really, really good job. Now, all modellers like weathering track. I know I will when I get onto it. Dean Park Station, he likes it. Jubilee Road, Army Junction, New Junction does it as well. He's really into it. Lakeside Model Railway. And now there's a new way of doing it. This is a piece of track that has been rusted to hell over time. You can see that. And you can see the sleepers are pretty grubby up too. So what should you do? Should you completely scrub the track clean? Not completely. Clean the sleepers, clean the railhead, voila, weathered track. That honestly looks absolutely amazing. There's nothing more real than real rust. I say it so many times, there's nothing more real than actual wood, actual coal, actual stone, actual rust. That is a step further. But my only concern is, could that, you know, affect the running of the locos? Is it going to create short circuits? Is it going to affect the conductivity of the electricity through the loops? I don't know. But that is really, really cool. I would have never thought of something like that. I'd be there with pens, just polishing, going back and forth. Nope, erase. A little bit more. Nope, erase. No, that would just be me. So guys, that is where I've got to leave this episode of Scottish Steam Sundays today. I'm so glad I brought the series back, and I'm so glad I've covered some things again. I really feel good about doing this. This isn't really, you know, like a news outlet like Nodrog Vlogs or Sam's Trains News or anything like that. This is just me finding stuff, and then, you know, once a month I talk about it. So for now, guys, this is me heading off. Thank you so much for coming back for Scottish Steam Sundays. I'm so glad that you've actually come back and not just, you know, sodded the series off. I've not forgotten about it. Just with everything that's going on with COVID, you know, it's been difficult, and there's not been that much going on in the railway community recently. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like and a good comment. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike and a bad comment. I will work towards episode 3, and that'll probably come out, you know, towards the end of April. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, I will see you in the next video, and see you later. Bye for now.